Hi, this is Hunt with TheHande Mackinnon again. Last time I did my top 10 favorite movie plot twists, and this time I'm going to do my bottom 10 worst movie plot twists. Now, I didn't actually classify last time what exactly is the difference between a good and a bad movie plot twist. A good movie plot twist, in my view, in case it didn't come through clear enough from the list, in my view, includes either changing the perspective of the film entirely, and the other one is that if you genuinely can't see the plot twist coming, and if you are genuinely surprised in a good way, that, in my view, is a good plot twist. What is a bad plot twist, then? Well, it comes down to a number of things. For one, the plot twist itself doesn't actually accomplish anything. Number two is that it might even make you more pissed at the movie, or it might just completely ruin something that has been previously established in the film's storyline. So once again, spoiler alert, if it's a movie you haven't seen, I'm going to begin by saying the name of the movie slowly. And you're going to see a poster of the movie, and if it's a movie you haven't seen, pause the video, jump to the next part, press play, and I'll also try not to say the plot twist immediately after the title of the movie, or just as I end my rant on it. So let's get on with the list. Now, number 10, Alone in the Dark. Yes, it might seem a little unfair to pick a bad plot twist from already a bad movie, but you know, the very definition of a bad plot twist is the fact that it adds absolutely nothing to the film, and what is Alone in the Dark's absolutely pointless plot twist, it comes in at the very, very end of the movie when it turns out the creatures come out at daytime. So yeah, let's not just make a sucky movie, let's also throw the whole central premise of the film out the window while we're at it. Now, I'm sure not too many people are wondering about this, but if you are wondering about why the other plot twists from this very same movie didn't make it on here, mainly that the orphanage was actually the gateway to a demon netherrealm from which these creatures are coming from, it's because the movie told you it was gonna happen. When? At the very beginning of the movie during the 5-minute text scroll. Number 9, The Wizard of Oz. Now, the thing to remember with this and the next couple of entries is that the movie itself doesn't need to be bad in order for it to have a bad plot twist, like The Wizard of Oz. It's not a bad movie, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that the wizard is just the guy behind a curtain? Are you fucking kidding me? We went through this whole adventure only to end up with this anti-climax. I mean, I love The Wizard of Oz, I love the fantasy creatures, I love the song and dance and all that good stuff. But the ending is... I've never liked the ending of the movie. It's just super lame and just doesn't add anything to the viewing experience. Number 8, The Big Lebowski. Like I said, the movie itself does not need to be bad. The Big Lebowski is a good example. It's an awesome movie. I loved this movie. But with its inherently farcical nature, it does manage to pull off a pretty stupid and completely pointless plot twist, which of course is... the girl was never kidnapped. She just went driving around, drunk off her ass, and the poor German chick lost her little toe for no apparent reason. Number 7, My Fair Lady. This one could potentially be in my top 5 Audrey Hepburn movies of all time, if it weren't for two things. Number 1, the fact that the movie is so ridiculously long, and number 2, that the ending doesn't make any sort of sense. The girl comes back to the Rex Harrison, who's been a complete dick through this whole movie? What the fuck? I know, this movie's based on a musical play, and, you know, this ending was changed for the movie, and it's a bit of a controversial topic, but you know what? It just does not make any sense for Audrey Hepburn to come back to Rex Harrison at the end of the movie. It doesn't. Just look at the fucking movie. Number 6, Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Number 1 on my bottom 10 worst video game movies of all time. But Kombat Annihilation's horrible badness, it's not just the fact that it's a bad video game movie, it's a bad sequel to a really good movie. They brought Kitana and Sindel back together and realized that it accomplished nothing. It's not bad enough that you already had this horribly shoddy movie on your hands, and then basically it turns out the first 40 minutes of it accomplished nothing. The characters accomplished nothing. You are basically pulling the rug under the audience, except the audience at this point doesn't fucking care because the movie sucks. Oh yeah, and Jade was one of the bad guys all along. What? It's like putting one bad plot twist on top of another. Number 5, the Da Vinci Code. Okay, some of you might be a little surprised that the Da Vinci Code is up here, considering Angels and Demons made my top 10 best movie plot twists. Something you might have noticed with some of my top 10s is when sometimes I do a top 10 and a bottom 10 of something, there's always one entry that seems to reflect something on the other list. I did not really care for the Da Vinci Code. I didn't. I mean, I've seen the storyline before already. I played Broken Sword, The Shadow of the Templars. I played Gabriel Knight 3, Blood of the Sacred, Blood of the Damned. You are not gonna make a better Jesus Christ Knights Templar conspiracy flick than that. The Da Vinci Code was just really boring to me, and also I just didn't like the whole feeling of the film, and least of all the fact that Gandalf turned out to be one of the bad guys. Yes, I am so disappointed with this plot twist that I am going to be referring to him as Gandalf rather than by his real name. So anyway, Sir Ian McKellen pulls a gun on Tom Hanks, and you know what, it's kind of funny that the villain of the movie apparently is an albino monk, but then there's this French officer that's been trying to catch Tom Hanks, and then Jurgen Prochnow just shows up and threatens him and Jesus Lady with a gun. This movie is the perfect allegory of why I lost interest in the later seasons of Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel. It's the fact that every single one of the main characters seems to take a turn at being the villain. I mean, if you can't trust anybody, what's the point of going on? Number 4, Alien 3. Now, Alien 3 is not my least favorite Alien movie, but it does come pretty close, and one of the reasons is that they fucking killed Newt at the very beginning of the movie. You assholes! You assholes! The big problem with Alien 3, in my view, is that it follows Aliens, admittedly the best movie of the whole franchise, and it seems to me like the director was just trying desperately not to make Alien 3 like Aliens. As in, good. The words, "Get away from her, you bitch," are so engraved to the back of my mind. For you to completely nullify all the good that Ripley did in the last movie, fuck you. Fuck you, director of Alien 3. Number 3, Final Fantasy, The Advent Children. Oh god. Square. Why? Why bring Sephiroth back? Again? If you wanted to go all Capcom on this ass, go ahead, milk all the money, but no, why make another movie where you're just fighting the same bad guy? You know what, Square? You know what you can do for me? You can take Claude's sword and shove it up your ass. Number 2, Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me. Now, this plot twist, some of you might feel that this one is a bit of a low blow, considering that Austin Powers is a series of comedy movies, a parody of James Bond, no less, but that doesn't change the fact that I got really, really pissed when at the beginning of this movie it turns out that Vanessa was a fembot. Yeah, let's throw the narrative core of the last movie out the window while we're at it. I mean, seriously, you're just gonna kill the main character's wife just so he can go, well, shag other women? I wouldn't care so much if I didn't like the first Austin Powers so much better than the second movie. And number 1, Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Yes, another shitty plot twist from Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Because this movie not only has one shitty plot twist, it has several. But the biggest one of all, in my view, Shao Kahn is Raiden's brother? No, come on. I mean, yes, the first Mortal Kombat movie wasn't like 100% true to the video game, but it made only very minor, superficial changes that made it a better movie. Mortal Kombat Annihilation apparently just wanted to shock the audience at any given point. What the hell did this whole plot scenario add to it? The tattoos and everything? No. Raiden, the ancient god of thunder, and Shao Kahn, who's basically just an interdimensional despot that desperately wants to fuse Earth with his much more awesome world of of Outworld. Raiden can't fight him because he's his brother. I mean, are you shitting me? I mean, I could have bought that Raiden losing his powers was the reason he couldn't defeat Shao Kahn. This plot twist just completely fails all the purposes of having a plot twist to begin with, because number one, you're not gonna care at the point at which it's revealed. Number two, it just doesn't accomplish anything, because Liu Kang's gonna fight Shao Kahn at the end anyway. We all know that. That's what we were expecting. That's why we wanted to see this movie, and then we were just treated to a complete crap fest instead. Well, thanks for watching that, and see you on the next one.